Cool. Nice. Tempo Storm, obviously, or maybe not obviously, but they won Premier last season. And in the off-season, they actually added Hades, who was on Mythic/Luminosity last season, and then they added Shazam, who was obviously on Cloud9, and Arya, who was also a late pickup for Luminosity at the end of the season once they cut Hades. So they made some additions. This is basically a whole different roster, 3 different players from when they won Premier last season.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, wait.
Yeah, you got a little mixed up there.
I got Arya wrong. Arya wrong.
But nevertheless,
I'm looking at the things down the name on the side of the screen. Jeez.
Not yet, buddy.
One of those nights.
It is one of those nights, but we'll get it ironed out here in a few minutes anyway as we get ready for the knife round. But like you said, yeah, Shazam, former Cloud9, high-caliber AWP player in North American CS, definitely a great acquisition for Tempo Storm. A little bit more comfortable playing with this team, maybe not under that professional, so much the high-stakes pressure that he had when he was in Cloud9, so he's got a little bit of a better option with this team. And again, Hades, the strat caller, going to be for Tempo Storm, very capable player, and Fragger himself. And then on the other side, you've got, I mean, there's 3 players in this server right now that were former Luminosity players. You have Abe, who was their 6th last season, one of their starters when they won main, back a couple seasons back with Lex and Abe on that roster. Then you've got Arya, who was an acquisition for the playoffs for ESEA land last season, who was immediately cut after the season was over, let go, as they picked up Pitt and a couple of other players. But let's put that on the back burner for the time being because we are live into the knife round. More CS action coming your way, guys. Apologies for the delays and the waits. Valve login servers have been down for maintenance or whatever it is that they've been doing all day, so a little bit difficult to get the players in, but we do have 10 in the server, so we are going to get this one underway. It is on Mirage for obvious reasons, as it is the map that we're going to be looking at tonight. affNity versus Tempo Storm. Just waiting for the knives to come out. First blood going the way of affNity. And it looks like they are going to be doing a pretty solid job thus far in the knife round. Trying to struggle back here is going to be Glorins. He's down to 10 HP, but Shazam still on 100. Not anymore. And the knife round going to go the way of affNity, so they'll probably start on the CT side. Obviously, the more favorable side here on Mirage. So we'll probably be seeing this one stick the way it is. And we should be going live here in just a second, guys.
You know what's interesting about affNity is they're sitting at 0-5 right now in this Pro League, this inaugural Pro League season. But over in CVO and in other leagues, they just beat Nihilum 2-0. They've had a couple big upsets. I believe they beat CLG 2-0 the other night. So this is a team that they're like the giant killers, but they just can't seem to get a win here in ESEA. So
they took a map off Cloud9 too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous that these guys haven't been able to put it together on ESEA, but they've looked good in other leagues, so we'll see if they can put it together tonight.
Well, see if they can put it together indeed, as we are going to see them go for a slow push, and Jason are getting very aggressive in the B hall. He's going to be able to spot him out. He's going to be able to take down one, but he's going to get immediately traded. Shazam with the refrag there, and now the rotation is on. They've got one player lurking down in mid. That's going to be Hades, the strat caller, and Davey already down to 17 points of health as well as he's rotating first one to be at the point here at the B bomb site.
This should be a win for Tempo Storm. They're in great positioning. Even with 2 flankers, this should be an easy win for Tempo Storm.
Yeah. But nevertheless, Abe and Arya going to chime in with a couple themselves. Shazam is in a good position up here in the B halls, trying to find a couple kills, and he's going to find a couple indeed. Last man standing now is going to be Arya, trying to make his way into the site. He's going to be able to do some decent damage on the Glorins, but he's going to get dinked for his troubles. He's going to be able to find one, but that bomb is far too gone for him to defuse it at this point. Shazam being up there in the halls, he's going to put him into a good position. He gets the flying squirrel knife onto him. Good job from Shazam there. That's money in the bank, so that's going to get him to an ability to pick up an AWP. Yeah, very early in this match.
There's no way he does it this round, but it's actually pretty solid for your opera to get that knife very early on. And that push in upper B just right off the bat, I see a lot of people do it on pistol round, and it just... I mean, he gets caught out in a situation where he's got to hit some ridiculous shots because he has nowhere to fall back to, so that punishes them. And I'm actually honestly even surprised that pistol round got that close after that B take.
Yeah, picking up those fast flank kills, but Shazam putting himself into a position to be successful, and he did it well. And now we see Rick's opening things up. Fox down and out. He's going to drop the molly onto Davey. That's going to flush him out. He's going to be able to get a shot off. Almost takes down Shazam as well. Good shots from him, and that scout coming out from Abe is going to be able to find some damage as well. Takes down one member, so we've got a 2-for-2 trade thus far. Nade right onto Abe's feet. Takes him down. Hades and Stan going to be able to get that one done. Now we're down to a man advantage for the terrorist side. Jason Arp from the ticket booth, and then we've got one over here. That's going to be Arya going down to Shazam. That's more money in the bank. He gets a scout for his troubles. 2 versus 1, yet to have a bomb plant. Nice shot from Jason R. He's got 1 to beat. But Shazam is going to get it done, and 3 more kills with the SMG, and that's going to put him on a boatload of money moving forward here.
Yeah, and thank God for it, too, because that 3 scout buy out of affNity actually did so much damage. 4 kills, it's a lot of rebuys, and it's thank God that Shazam had that knife. That's gonna boost the economy really well, be able to drop something for his teammates going forward. But this round, to try and kind of salvage the money that they do have, they're going to pick up some more SMGs, trying to get that money bonus going in their favor.
A lot of rounds left to be played, but again, it's going to be a full eco round here for the CT side. Only a P250 picked up by Jason R. The rest of them with just the default pistols. Fox going to be hiding in the right side of the window room. Hades working his way down. It's a reminiscent of the pistol round strategy. They're just going to push their way on through those B halls. Hades is going to be able to find Fox in the A mid. And Stanislaw is going to be able to find Jason R in the B bomb site. So that is going to be that bomb site yielded. And look at this. Basically the same retake all over again. Hades is going to get swarmed here in mid, but Davies going to make short work of him with a nice headshot from the P2000. Now he's going to work his way around from the window room. Stan going to smartly go ahead and smoke that off. AK from Rick's going to be able to find 1. That's Davey down in window room, and now we're down to a 2 versus 4. The flank coming out from Arya. He's going to get caught out here. Glorin spraying and praying. Going to be able to find that kill, and that's going to be Abe at the top side of mid, outside of the B halls. Just waiting for this push to come down. Rix is going to be on the hunt here. The AK, he could lose this in this position. See if he clears out all of his angles. And he does. And he does manage to pick up that kill. So 3-0 for Tempo Storm as we move forward into the first full gun round.
Yeah, and because of that 3 scout buy, the second round buy, I mean, you just got to bring this up just because this is kind of the gamble that it is. I mean, you look at the kits, light head armor on a lot of affNity members, 1 kit, very light on utility. I mean, some players of Fox doesn't even have a flashbang, Arya doesn't even have a smoke, so even though they did a lot of economical damage, this is going to be a tough round for them, but they're pushing straight up mid. Jason R spams one through smoke. Davey gets a first shot on a Rix. And look at these trades, all going in the way of affNity so far. It's down to a 3-on-2 very quickly. Glorin's so incredibly low, and that's the bomb. Shazam, he does pick 1 off, but in a 1-on-2 now, he's got to play the man of clutch, but he's got a lot of time to work with.
Whole lot of time. Still 1:20 on the clock, but that bomb being dropped is going to put these CTs in advantageous positions here. Jason R going to go ahead and smoke off window. They smoked off connector, but the A bomb site is where Shazam is currently located, and we'll see whether or not he can manage to take down and neutralize these last 2 players. Arya playing behind the smoke here. Going to be very close up as he pushes up through the smoke. Is Arya going to be peeking the right angle? No, he's going to find the headshot. Nice job. Arya peeking a little bit too aggressively there, and now Jason R from Subway. He goes for the peek. He misses the shot, and Shazam going to go ahead and smoke things off and flash out. Jason R is going to go ahead and push up, and Shazam negotiating this smoke here. Is he going to be able to pick up this kill?
That's scary. You get so many weird angles to this smoke that might be able to be seen under by Jason R, so Shazam's just going to quietly grab that bomb, drop another smoke and connector, and he's going to get this plant off.
So far, so good for Shazam. 28 seconds left on the clock, so that bomb plant is going to come in. He realizes that Jason R's got to come from connector. So he's going to work his way over into the CT spawn, puts himself into a position to be successful once again. Jason R working his way up here into the A bomb site, still has to go around the triple boxes and navigate in towards that A bomb site. And still Shazam, he's really far away here. Taps the bomb, he's going to lob the flashbang, that blinds Jason R. That's more time off the clock, and Jason R concedes. No kit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a very what a ballsy play by Shazam, because if nice shot by Jason R. He's going to salvage the op, so that's like a minor win, but no kits. I mean, that's what it comes down to. He didn't have the kit, so if he had stuck that there, he would have just flat out won it with how far away Shazam was, but fortunately, a little bit of a broken buy. They couldn't afford that many. They only had 1, and he did pick it up actually at the end on that AWP, but you got the big story here. Shazam with 9 kills. He just wins a 1-on-2. He won a 1-on-1 in the pistol round, a 1-on-1 in the second round, so he's playing the role of clutch master right now for Tempo Storm.
And once again, he does have the AWP in hand, so we'll see if he can utilize that this round. He didn't really do much with it last round, but again, picking up the AK and doing work at the end of that round to, you know, get it done for his team, and it is going to be a bit of an eco round here. Arya with the AWP, and Jason R went for another M4 this round as well, so they did go for a little bit of a buy here, a couple of 5.7s. Abe going to be playing close here from under balcony. Ooh, a little bit of TK damage being dealt there, but they do smoke off all their angles, and Stanislaw, ooh, through the smoke. Arya, nice shot from him. But already pushing around through connector. Rick's trying to control the spray. He's not able to get it done, and now pushing up from balcony. He's going to be able to find one. That's Abe, and now he gets an AK-47, takes down a second. Arya's going to get a second as well. Now it's all down to Glorance, who goes 2 for 2. Can he get a third? Right above him is going to be Abe, who drops down. And Abe does pick up his triple on the round. The defuse will come in this round, and it will be affNity picking up their first.
what a round from affNity.
Crazy
just
round.
Hiding behind all these smokes, and just no one died early on. And Arya gets that lucky shot through the smoke. That obviously helps out, but it just gets hectic. And Tempo Storm loses track of the affNity players with all those smokes that they were hiding behind underneath balcony and everything like that. So affNity chooses the right moment to pounce. And they win a very broken buy. Jason R dropped the Oppie save to Arya, and he picked up a Colt himself, so that was actually a pretty crucial economic round for them, especially because with all the damage they've done, so many one-on-ones that Shazam had to win, this is a save here from Tempo Storm. Shazam has a scout, Rix has some armor and a Tech 9, but no armor on anyone else.
Difficult situation for them indeed. We could see affNity going 2 for 2 right now, as they are going to be looking to pick up their second round on the board. We are in the 6th now. Hades with just a Glock. They're going to go for this ace strategy again, going for the smokes and the flashes over the top. Stanislaw going to be leading the charge. There's the re-smoke coming out. Davies going to go ahead and drop a nade or a flash out. He just runs right in and goes for the plant. This is exactly what they need to have happen. Hades going for the distraction. The bomb gets planted. Stanislaw caught out all by his lonesome, but look at these post-plant positions here from the terrorist side. That smoke's going to clear, and they're going to have a really great line of sight on this bomb. Got to be very aggressive here from the CT side. Rix is going to pick off the flank. Abe pushes in. Shazam with the scout off the catwalk is going to find one. Abe takes down Stanislaw. That scout's still trying to do some work. Abe's going to find a second one. Davey chimes in, and this is all on Rix in a 1 versus 3, but the bomb is going to get defused. Now Rix is just trying to do some economical damage, but Davey's going to be able to clean that up in the long run to 4.
Yeah, good round. Tempo Storm returning the favor, getting 3 kills, getting a bomb plant on their round, and that was actually pretty scary. Shazam, flanked B. That was very calculated. He had the scout, he went to B tunnels right at the beginning of the round, and that plant goes down, and he just pushes through the halls to catwalk, and if they had gotten a couple more kills on that retake, Shazam would have more than likely had another clutch under his belt, but a good retake from affNity shuts that down, and it's going to be another heavy mid play from Tempo Storm, trying to grab that control. There is an AWP in Arya. He's playing at the B tunnels, though. In the B halls.
And Abe's got to be careful. He is in the spam spot. Stanislaw's going to drop a little bit of damage up in his direction and then smoke off the connector, so it might be a cat play coming out from Tempo Storm. They are mollied off for the time being, but they are going to go ahead and push on forward and see whether or not they can get these opening picks over here. They do have Fox up there in the window room. They flash it out. Rix is around the corner. Fox is going to win that battle. Jason R wins one in mid as well. Glorin's down and out. And now Stanislaw working his way up through connector. Might be able to spot out Abe. The flashbang goes out. He is going to be able to get that kill before it pops. So a nice play from Stanislaw down to a 3 versus 4. Jason R extremely low. Hades loses a battle and Stanislaw goes down. It's all on Shazam now. AK-47 against 4.
Yeah, they had the mid control they wanted. They just couldn't get anything going off of it. Rix gets picked off trying to get in the ladder room. Shazam does find one here. Can't get a second one quite yet. Jason R is down to 2 HP. He might just want to fall all the way back, not even risk that weapon, not even risk losing it, because their economy is a little bit beat up. But that was a round that looked actually pretty good for Tempo Storm. They took everything they wanted. They got a player in connector. They got a player up catwalk. Just couldn't find those kills from there. So the mid control doesn't yield anything. affNity playing it very well from catwalk and from window room.
Shazam's able to pick up another one before Arya trades him out, but it is going to be a 3rd round on the board for affNity. Nice plays on catwalk from the affNity members. Fox playing up there in the ladder room very, very well. That's a position that we've seen him, especially back in Premier last season, because these two teams were actually the two that met in the Premier finals last season. Now, obviously, it's a slightly different iteration of both of these two squads, but the core remains the same.
Right. And actually, Tempo Storm is the team who kind of has the leg up in this matchup, beating up on a little bit in Premier, especially in the finals, though.
But we did get the chance to see affNity a couple of times over the last season, and they do have a pretty strong CT side on Mirage. We are going to see a barreling out from the apartments, the Palace side. Abe's going to pick up a quick double. Davey's going to chime in with one as well, and now they're going to have Hades coming up from the A ramp to deal with. So he is the last man standing. Abe locking it down there from the jungle. Picks up the triple, and that's going to be a tie ball game now as we close out the 8th. We're all square at 4.
Yeah, but here's where Shazam gets his AWP. So finally, once again, he's got money to pick it up. He had it a little bit in the first few rounds. He's got a good spawn for A, but it looks like he's going to run back over towards B again, so... Nope, he's going to turn around. Nope, he's going to turn around one more time just to throw me off. But this looks like, right off the bat, it's a heavy B play from Tempo Storm.
Looks like they are going to go down through subway. Arya is going to be in the window room completely smoked off. Gonna try to find an angle back behind that smoke, but he's not gonna have too much luck. He has Fox to support from the catwalk. He's gonna lob an aid down. That should do some good damage onto Stanislaw. It does. Molotov to follow. Stan completely blinded over in that area. And Fox
he's isolated right now.
Yeah, he's all by his lonesome. Those Molotovs are cording him off. He's going to be able to get himself out of dodge, but that flashbang perfectly timed. Arya goes for the peek and makes him pay. And now we've got Hades still creeping up towards the A ramp, but there's 3 members of the CT forces over here. Shazam's going to go right back into Arya, so the op-on-op battle is won by Shazam. And now Rick's down from underpass is looking for a frag. He's going to get it. Abe down and out, so we are back to a 3 versus 4 favoring the terrorist side. Hades still biding his time on the A ramp. You do have Davey pushed up into Palace, trying to bide his time in that area as well, but that bomb is going to be working over towards the window room. They are going to go for the boost. And now Jason R is going to be in a good position to try to sniff this one out. Rick's right around the corner, looking for the headshot. He spots the shoulder, and Jason R takes him down, so we're back to even strength. Shazam working his way up through connectors, still looking for that pick in the A bomb site, but Davey biding his time so well up in Palace. This could pay dividends for affNity in the long run if they don't clear this out.
Yeah, and he's actually going to have a big role to play. Both players from affNity on the other side of the map read a B hit, and they're going to read it incorrectly. The Molotov goes down. Davey pushes through and takes out Shazam. He can't find the planter, though. He gets traded immediately, so a 2-on-2, that could have done so much more damage. But unfortunately, this is going to give Tempo Storm plenty of time to get in some post-plant positioning. Fox is coming up connector. They're actually doubled up at Firebox, and this could be interesting. If Hades falls early, they may not know that Glorens is there.
I think that's the play, the old bait and switch here.
They're lucky they didn't get mollied out right there at that position. And there goes Hades. So now it's up to affNity if they can read this second player over towards Firebox.
I think they're all looking towards Palace. He's going to be able to peek out and takes down one. Still looking for the last one. That's Jason R. And Glorens biding his time well, wins the round for Tempo Storm in the 2 versus 1. And exactly like you called, Moses, nice play with the bait and switch there at the Firebox.
Yeah, that's a scary situation. If that Molotov had gone, behind those boxes instead of at the default plant spot, that's ruined. They both die. So ballsy play there. It works out for him really, really well, though.
Alrighty, so it is going to be another full-strength gun round. Arya with the AWP. He does have an arsenal of nades to work with as well, so we're going to see this push coming towards the B halls once again. They had success with it in the last round. We'll see if they can capitalize on it again. Davey right around behind the smoke. Oh, Hades just pulled the trigger. He's right there. Pushes through during the reload. Davey goes down. And now they're going to start that rotation back over towards the A bomb site. Shazam. Nice shot onto Jason R. Catches him jumping. Abe's going to be able to take down Hades. And look at this. They're actually falling back from the B halls. That rotation is coming towards B as well. So that A bomb site is completely vacant. Ripe for the taking here for the terrorist side. Shazam gets caught out, taken down. Arya wins the op battle, so they're 1 for 1 now. But that push is coming towards the A bomb site. No CTs are home. Nice read by Tempo Storm here.
Well, they could have just taken the B bomb site. I mean, it's a nice read, I guess, but I mean, Shazam tries to push through smoke there and dies. Stanislaw does get that kill. That's very crucial, but they could have just taken that B site, and then I'm not sure why Shazam decided to try and push and take it all on his own when if the call was they cleared out A, like why is Shazam trying to get aggressive there? He could have just stayed a little bit more passive, made a better play, but either way, they've got an advantage here on this retake, and I'm not even sure if affNity's going to go for it. Looks like Fox is already falling off.
I can kind of understand the play from Shazam to try to keep him honest over at that B-bomb site while that long rotation through terrorist spawn happens. You saw how quickly Abe did manage to make his way over towards jungle, but nevertheless, a nice shot from Stanislaw takes him down, and it's going to make that a completely null and void point in the long run anyway.
Yeah, that's true, but 2 guns are going to be saved off affNity, but the rest of them are going to be forced onto an eco round. They can't even drop Thomases right now, so Tempo Storm here put themselves in a good position to keep creating a disparity in the round score.
And also, remember what happened in the last eco round. Now, it was Jason R and Arya that did have rifles. Now it's going to be Fox and Arya. And we'll see whether or not they can put those to use in this eco round, because they won the last one, and they won it relatively handsomely as well. I believe they ended up having a 2v1 at the end, so that was pretty good money in the bank for the CT side to win that round. We'll see whether or not they can put it together again this time. So it looks like it's going to be a full all-out A hit. They've got 1 in window room and 2 over in the B-bomb site, so only 2 CTs to deal with over here, and this is going to be A playing very aggressive. Stanislaw might be able to spot the toes here. Flashbangs through the smoke. Abe, nice! Lines it up, turns around just at the right moment, able to take down one, but Hades and Glorens are going to be able to go right back in and clear out that A-bomb site. Now they've only got Arya to deal with over here by jungle, that AWP. Fox already on the rotation. He's made his way to stairs. He's got one right below him. That's going to be Rix. Peeking out, and Arya's going to be able to catch that frag. Spots out Hades in the A halls, lobs the nade. Is that going to catch him out? Yes, it does. And again, fully blinded. Fox going to find another one. Big round from Fox here. It's going to be all on Shazam in this 1 versus 3. He's got to go absolutely huge. Finds the first one. Arya is going to be there for the trade, though, and that bomb is going to get defused. So another broken by win here for affNity as they get their 5th. A bomb site locked down.
It's just crazy. Too many players from Tempo Storm, getting overly aggressive and dying before the retake even really goes on. I mean, 2 players died in front of the connector in the jungle area in that choke point. You don't need to swing that wide when you have the bomb planted. You had the man advantage as well, so they're just walking into Arya's crosshair with the AWP, walking into the spray of Fox at stairs, and it just gives up the retake. So there's really just too much aggression there from Tempo Storm after the plant.
And again, we're going to see another full gun round, but Stanislaw resigned to just a Tech 9 this round, so that economy not good for Tempo Storm, especially after that last loss. Shazam's going to have the AWP, but it's a naked op, no armor for him, no nades either. And again, we're going to be seeing a fully arsenaled affNity here. M4s across the board with Arya's AWP, and he's won a 2-for-1 battle against Shazam, keeping tally of that op battle. We'll see if he can go in again, once again, this round. But this looks like a replay of that last eco round that they had. They go for the smokes and go for that smoke plant, but Fox is going to be there and aware. And Shazam lurking through the B halls. He's got to contend with Jason R. He's not going to be able to take him down and get up on catwalk to support Fox and Arya combined to take down the last 2 in the A bomb site. And Abe on the big flank. Going to catch Shazam out here? Yes, he is. Takes him down. So a clean round from a
Storm with Shazam buying an AW. That round he didn't even get a shot off with his op. So they bought him an op glass cannon. He picks that up, but he doesn't have any impact in the round. They don't even get him involved in the strategy. So a little bit shut down there. A big investment in a gun that didn't get used whatsoever. And now it's going to be tied up for affNity. So after a rough start, losing those 4 straight, they've kind of stabilized here, and they've got good money. I mean, Fox just shuts down that A hit. He reads what they were going to do perfectly. He gets 3 kills on that hit.
And again, we're going to see a quick push coming towards mid. And Fox, he's so strong from this catwalk position. Going to be able to take down 2 popping heads. He's got 1 more to beat. And now Stanislaw drops the bomb at the top side of connector. Davey goes into Hades, and this is all going to be left up to Rix again. He's going to go to battle with Arya. He loses that one 7-6 now. affNity with their first lead of the match.
Yeah, affNity's doing something really, really good. They've had a couple really nice rounds where style, 1 cat, 1 window, and one connector, and they're doing a very good job of being coordinated with flashes and nades, and peeking with them and peeking together, and they're basically shutting down a lot of the mid presence that Tempo Storm wants to get.
So full gun round once again. Hades resigned to just a Galil. That nade to the top of mid. Ooh, well timed. A little bit early, but still well timed. Does good damage. That follow up nade going to be a little off the mark there, but a little bit of damage being done here, and Shazam biding his time at the A ramp. 4 members over in the mid connector, and this is really going to be on Abe. He's got a pretty good line of sight up there on the catwalk. If he peeks out, he's going to be able to find Rix right on the other side of that smoke. Does the job, takes him down, and now he's going to have to fall back. Doesn't get the second frag. Stanislaw is going to be able to trade that one out, and we are going to see the push coming towards the A bomb site. It's going to be a pinch. Now Davey from CT, he's going to get mollied off. Spots out Shazam. Nice shots, tapping away with that M4. Is going to be able to get the job done. Bomb does go down, though.
Massive flank coming in here from Fox, but Jason R picks up the first one. He's got to clear out connector. Glorens is still in there, just biding his time. He pre-fires it, but can't get the kill. Glorens is down very low, but here's Hades. He's still getting flanked out by Fox, so all that Davey has to do is wait. And Fox is telling him that, just hide, just don't peek. I'm going to get him, and he does. So it's going to be an easy free defuse here for Davey, and a nice retake from affNity combined with that flank with Fox at the end.
Yeah, great awareness from the affNity players there. And a round that looked a little back and forth there, a little wishy-washy for Tempo Storm, though, but they do manage to get it done on the affNity side, and they might be looking to go into this second half with a 9-6 scoreline if they can continue these dominant retakes in the A-bomb site.
Yeah, the retakes have been very well, or very well done. You also got to say, Tempo Storm's had a lot of good rounds where they've had some good entries. They've just, I mean, there's 1 or 2 rounds where they've blown a retake here and there, or retake defense, and this time, all 5 heading over towards mid and B halls. It looks like they want to do a very fast catwalk split. Jason R's going to have a lot to do here.
He's going to go ahead and drop out the nades. The damage being done. Rick's almost roasting alive, and now Jason R switching up his position. He's going to be able to find one. Spots out Rick's behind car. The molly comes out, but he's going to be able to get the job done. Arya chimes in with one, and Fox from the catwalk finds another one. Jason R wallbang on a Stanislaw, and just like that, 9-6.
Yeah, and Abe with 16 kills leading the way for his team that half. Very well done. Very good put together defense on the connector, and that's something that I've heard Lex talk about that they really, really missed out of Abe last season. I mean, they did well anyways without him, but he was just saying he's a player who's so fundamentally good and can lock down some of those positions, and you kind of saw it that half. He was a very solid player.
Yeah, a pillar for the CT side over there in the A bomb site, and his rotations were so good as well. So great job. Kudos to Abe. Top fragging it for affNity. And right now, I mean, 9-6, relatively standard half. Now it's really going to be on affNity. What are they going to bring to the table on their terrorist side? What kind of strats is Arya going to be calling for them here?
He does a lot of things based off. I mean, he's kind of like he's that opper. He's that in-game leader opper. So he's going to do a lot of things based around where he thinks he can find a pick with that gun, and he's going to do a lot of things with his team where he can cover them efficiently. I would expect. I mean, it's Mirage, so I would expect for them to go for a little bit of mid control come the gun rounds. But I think heavily it's going to rely on how well they can execute on A, because that's what a lot of teams end up doing on this map. And this is actually going to be an execution onto A with 3 players, but the bomb is over towards B. It's going to be a fake.
And we'll see if they're going to be able to sell this fake. 2 players pushed up on Cat, so that rotation towards A, they're yielding this A bomb site. This is reminiscent of the way that Liquid played it when they went to, I believe it was Katowice. The smokes come out, the rotation off Cat and B, so this, oh no, Hades biding his time a little bit over here in the B bomb site. He's going to go for the jump peek up here. They're pushing in, Arya's going to be able to draw first blood, and they're going to go for a pinch on the B bomb site. I like this strat a lot.
Yeah, they gotta wait though. They gotta wait for the other pinch to come in. This B hit's coming a little quickly. It's just the 2 of them. Hades drops the molly, gets the bomb carrier. Nice shot from him, and he's playing this so well, delaying. He gets the rotations in, but the retake is possible until Arya flanks out Kitchen, takes out Glorens. And now Stanislav falls on Catwalk as well, so Hades does everything he can, but it's just not enough. Shazam down to a 1-on-3.
Shazam looking for first blood, not even going to get there. Arya, again, going to chime in, takes Shazam down, and affNity winning that pistol round is going to put them up to maybe a 12-6 scoreline, barring any kind of crazy eco Tempo Storm throws their way.
We'll have to see now. I mean, if... Doesn't look like Tempo Storm's actually investing that a whole lot. We saw affNity get those 3 scouts, and that really... I mean, they didn't win the round on their second round last half, but they did so much economical damage it bailed them out in the future, so not investing anything is Tempo Storm here, and that just... Maybe it's going to be a third round buy or something they want to do on the 4th round. They want to try and maybe have an op in Shazam's hand who hasn't picked up anything.
Yeah, so...
Actually, excuse me, he's picked up a P250.
Yeah, only $300 invested, not a big damper on his... economy there, but look at this. They're going to be pushing down the A ramp, and Fox is going to be able to hear this. He is up in Palace. Jason R is going to be in a prime position to take them down. Let's go and get into his eyes. He's got the MP7 spots. The first one, Stanislaw. They both chip each other down to about 80 health, and now Shazam, he's got it all to do over here in this B bomb site. They are going to be pushing in. Davey, is he going to clear the corner? He does spot it. Ooh, gets the reflex headshot onto Shazam, and now that B bomb site is open for business. The rotation is going to be coming in. Hades trying to make his way out through the window, not going to find it. Arya is there with the AK. And now we're going to be down to a 3-on-5 post plan. Davey at 19 HP, but they are going to get aggressive here. Let's see what they've got. Arya is going to find another one, looking for a third. He's going to get it. That's going to leave it all on Rix, who's getting flanked out here in the A bomb site, and Fox is going to find him with the Galil. 11-6 now, affNity with the lead.
Look at the carry on Shazam at the moment. He won all those clutches at the beginning of the first half. He's got 16 and 14. Nearest teammate only has 9. But the other side, frags going all across the board. Arya with 21, Abe with 17. Some very good matches by those 2 players. And we talked about before this began, was affNity going to be able to put it together like they do in other leagues, where they've taken out some of the Tier 1 teams here in North America. And at the moment, they've got a good hold in this match.
So we are going to see another eco round coming out from the CT side. A Tempo Storm. Pistols being purchased this time. Again, Shazam going to be on a P2000, so he is going to be reserving himself for that AWP. They saw the one-man push there in the B halls. I don't know if they spotted out Stanislaw as well, so they're going to still have a little bit of a presence there in the form of Davey. That bomb all the way back near terrorist spawn. We see the push coming towards the top side of mid. Abe going to be over in that direction. Davey is going to be able to find one. He's still got Hades to beat over there in the B halls, down to 39 HP. Shazam playing in the window room, trying to find some damage onto Abe. He's going to go for the peek here, spots him at the top side of mid, and Glorens is going to come for the support. Pushing up into that mid-presence role. He's going to peek out. Not going to get it done. Abe finds the frag. Davey's going to be able to take down another one, and now Rick's all by his lonesome. He's going to be able to find Fox, the lurker in the A bomb site. He's got one more to beat Jason R. Not going to happen. Jason R takes him down, and that's going to be that 12-6 scoreline we talked about 2 rounds ago after that pistol round went the way of affNity, so we are going to be seeing our first full buy. Shazam immediately with the AWP.
Yeah, he bought that so incredibly quickly. And it's another one of those things where even though they didn't buy it, I look at they're choosing to buy up all these utility nades. They only have one kit. That's going to be on Glorant, so we're going to have to keep an eye on his positioning if the bomb gets planted at either bomb sites.
Well, he's going to be playing at A for now.
Yeah, a lot of this is going to be on Shazam and how well he can do with his AWP. And this is something we see out of North American teams right out of spawn. They're just going for no map control, no pressure, but anywhere else. They're just going to go for a straight up A execute. They've already called it.
And Davey just muffed the window smoke in T-spawn, so that's going to give a little bit of clairvoyance here for Shazam. But it is going to be an A hit coming out here from affNity.
And this is kind of a retake strategy. I mean, Glorance is playing far back at the ticket booth, so he's going to be put behind a smoke. They've got to find some way to spray through and get some damage done on the entrance into the bomb site, because they only have one kit, like I said, that's on Glorance. He is at the A bomb site, but they really don't have... I mean, Stanislaw has a lot of utility, but outside of that, it's basically just flashes. They aren't going to have very many nades or molotovs or smokes to block off any positioning that affNity might gain.
Ooh, and there's a crack in the smoke here. Glorans might be able to get a line of sight onto one of these players over here. That molotov's going to push him out. Shazam's still looking for it. It's going to find the opening frag onto Jason R. That bomb's going to get planted here by Arya's hands. Shazam's going to find a second one. That smoke CT fades. A little bit lackadaisical here on the terrorist side, trying to make their way up into this bomb site. Rix is going to go into Fox in the Palace hallway, and that's going to leave Abe over here in Sandwich, who's going to get completely overwhelmed. One more over there, that's Arya, but Rix cleans him up. And a three-man stand here on the CT side. That's going to be the defuse. Tempo Storm pick up the first gun round.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You said it. The crack in that smoke really bailed out Tempo Storm. Shazam able to get 2 kills before the bomb even gets planted, or right when the bomb gets planted. So Davey gets caught out trying to jump to a different positioning. That was a little bit crazy, but it all came down to the gap in the smoke and the missed throw, so just a little bit off by affNity, and the smallest mistake cost them that first gun round.
And again, we're going to see them go for the full buy round here on the CT side. They won the last round, so picking up 2 more rifles, not going to be too terribly difficult for them. 5 AKs across the board, a unanimous decision here for affNity as we move forward into this second gun round. Looks like it's going to be another classic A-ramp hit. Nade over the top, that might find some damage onto Abe, and it does, but it's only 16 points. Smokes are going to be coming out from affNity here towards the A bomb site very shortly, as they are being lobbed over the top right now, and we are going to see them push on in towards the A bomb site. Rick's playing from the stairs once again. He had success from this position the last round, but the smokes go out, and this time it's a good smoke. That Molotov to the bomb plant. Spraying through his Glorian's not going to find any damage. Shazam trying to get a piece of the action. Hades is going to get chipped down to 41. Bomb finally goes down. They've got one at Firebox, and the rest of them are going to just vacate that area. Arya, nice shot on the Glorians. Rick's looking for one, but that Molotov's going to go in on Hades. And still from CT spawn, Shazam with the M4, not going to be able to find anything. Jason R finds another one. It's a 5-on-2. At this point, they're probably just going to fall back and save their guns, but Stanislaw pushing up.
Yeah, he's got to get away. He's got to drop that smoke to cover his retreat. Arya does spam through, can't connect on it. But they're chasing him. He might not be able to get away. Oh, they stopped right at the top of connector. I'm not sure quite why they did that. Actually, here they come. And now they've spotted out Stanislaw. They know exactly where he is. It's only going to be Abe. And he wins it.
Yeah, goes for the flash fake. Not going to be able to connect on that. And coming around the corner, Fox finds Shazam right before time expires. No AWP for you, good sir. 13-7.
That's heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking. Now they're just completely shot. They can't even buy here, even if they wanted to. Not enough players can get anything going. That was the hit that affNity was supposed to have in the last round, where they had a gap in that smoke. That time they cleaned it up. They said there was a gap. So he throws it properly, and it blocks them off completely, and they just flat out win the round. Nice defense on the retake there. And look at this. They know they have the economical advantage. So they're just going to bully their way up cat. A lot of players. All the rifles are coming in. Hades is going to get caught out completely unawares. It's only one more player over in B. That's Stanislaw. He's got some support coming in, but he's going to get taken out. So the B side is open for the taking.
Shazam, though, is going to be able to pick off one. That's Jason R down and out. The banana coming out in that form of the 5-7. Flashbangs around the corner. That nade's going to hurt a little bit. And now they got to worry about a couple more players that are going to be on the flank here. One still in mid. That's going to be Abe on the lurk. He's doing a good job damaging down Glorians to 5 HP. We'll see what they have for us here. Is Glorian's going to go ahead and drop down. Goes for the peek. Abe is going to be there and ready. Abe is going to be able to take him down. Looking for Rix on Cat. Finds him and cleans him up. So, again, Abe chiming in with 2 big flank kills. We're going to be at 14. We're at match or tie point right now for affNity. Looking to go up to 15 already, and it is going to be a full gun round for Tempo Storm.
Yeah, they're killing it. And this is the affNity we see in other leagues. Some solid execution, and they're playing very well here. Once again, it's going to be on Shazam with an AWP, but look at this buy. It's so broken. Three smokes, 3 flashbangs, no kits, no head armor, and even a shotgun under Rick. So this is a very, very desperate buy here out of Tempo Storm, and a round they absolutely have to win.
Rick's going to get a little aggressive towards the A ramp here, but it is going to be a little more mid-aggression. And Shazam already smoked off in window rooms, not going to be able to find any connection onto those 2 players that are encroaching on his position. Patiently biding his time now with that AWP in hand. The Shazamov going to make their way up towards Catwalk, and again, Stanislaw playing in the site. He's going to be able to hear this push coming up. So they are going to go ahead and get up into the ladder room. Nades rain down on Hades, do a tremendous amount of damage. Fox going to be able to find Shazam in the window room, so they are going to be going for the split on B. Arya goes down to Glorens, but that's the lurker in the A bomb site, so they are going to make their way in. Stanislaw hoping that this boost pays off. Going to be able to spot out. No, they spot him! Jason R with the awareness, going to be able to get that frag, and now it's down to just Glorens and Rix. Rix picks up the AWP, but what can they do in this situation? It's a 2-on-4, and they're calling for the save. Leg shot from Rix onto Abe, not going to be able to find the proper connection with that AWP, and now they're on the hunt.
Yeah, this is brutal. That was a really cool take from affNity on that B bomb site. So much damage dealt to Hades early that he got put in a really uncomfortable spot and then just got flanked out. They take that B site for free, basically. And the buy, I mean, talk about a bad buy this round. It's going to be even worse next round, so this is looking great for affNity to take their first match of the season here.
We see them actually pinching up into the halls right now. Rix is going to be able to find one. Is he going to be able to find some more? He is getting flanked out. Misses the shot. Can he stay alive? Yes, he does. So he is going to be able to salvage at least 2 rifles for the next round. Glorens dropping the FAMAS over to Stanislaw. So they should have a couple of FAMASes this round, and maybe a pistol and some nades and some armor, but man, are they hurting for cash. They need to hang on here. This is almost reminiscent of the Keystars Cloud9. Can Tempo Storm bring it back?
We haven't seen anything yet to suggest that they can. Shazam's going to come mid. Once again, there's only 1 kit. Stanislaw actually has a pretty decent utility buy, but he only has a FAMAS. And this is going to be that A execute once again. Davies just going to play the role of the lurker. He's ready to go underpass. But a good read here from Tempo Storm. They actually have 3 players that are playing pretty far advanced into the bomb site instead of a retake like we've normally seen this half.
And again, Stanislaw is going to get a lot of information off of Catch. Shazam was over there and cleared it out. They're waiting for this lurk to come out through lower underpass. Not going to be able to find anything, and Hades is in a really tough situation right now. He's getting spammed down to 63. He's only got a Desert Eagle in hand. Still Stanislaw on Catwalk, still looking for it. Shazam has moved his way over, not going to hit the op shot just yet onto Arya. That's an op-on-op battle once again from Palace to Connector. Smokes rain on in. Misses the shot. That's not going to bode well now as they go for the flashes and the push out through Palace. They're going to drop down. They don't clear. Glorens out. Glorens is going to be able to find one. Arya goes down. Shazam wins that battle. Shazam looking for another one. Abe down to 23 HP. They're going to make the pressure up towards that A bomb site. Glorens takes another with him. So hanging on for dear life right now are Tempo Storm, but they should walk away with this round. As Hades tapping away with the Desert Eagle is going to get it done. Trying to hightail it up to the top side of mid and salvage that AK-47.
Yeah, Shazam was a monster that round. 2 kills. I think he also had 2 assists on it. Maybe it was only 1, but he was just dealing so much damage from far back with that AWP. I think he legged 2 players and he got 2 kills. So well done by him in a situation where he was the only real one with an effective weapon. It was a lot of FAMASes behind that, so he had to do work. And he's sitting at 21 and 18 for his team. On the other side, Arya's up to 24, Abe up to 23. Those 2 players are playing fantastic. And now look, it's almost like the pistol round all over again for affNity this time. It's going to be 3 executing over towards B with a fake where the bomb is, and we'll have to see if they do that B crunch again.
It worked to great success in the pistol round and definitely caught Hades off guard. He's playing solo B again. He's got support from the Catwalk. But as of right now, they've actually moved a 3rd player over towards these B halls as well, so maybe they're going to go ahead and toss these smokes out and try to take it with 2 players as opposed to 3 like they did in the pistol round. But look at the mid control that the CTs have right now, so they're going to be able to call this one relatively quickly. That rotation is probably going to be coming towards the A bomb site as opposed to the B bomb site, so Hades, he's going to have a lot of work ahead of him this round.
Yeah, it's going to be up to if Stanislaw actually, if he's actually going to flank B or if he's going to flank A on this execute. And I think it looks like he's going to flank B, and that's going to be huge. But Jason R's looking for him. He goes down anyways, but they have spotted the bomb, so they know that that was a fake. Now they don't move anywhere. Glorens over at the A bomb site just cleans things up. 2 kills for him.
Fox was pushing in, but he's going to get caught from behind. Shazam with the 5-7 is going to be able to take him down. So again, Tempo Storm, they should be able to walk away with another victory here as Abe, the last man standing. Unless he goes absolutely nuts this round and cleans up all 3, Hades in a good position to take him down. The bomb is on his back as he moves his way over towards Van. He's got 25 seconds. With that rotation, look at it. Abe's going to be able to find one. That's all he's going to get, though. Rix and Hades combined to take him down, and that's going to be a 9th round now for Tempo Storm as they still hold on, but it's only a 2-man stand, so that economy is going to come into play here as they got rebuys.
That's the issue for, on this map, and you see affNity doing it there. When you don't establish any kind of map control, when you don't put any pressure on mid, you leave yourselves open for that kind of a flank, and when you're waiting until, 30, 40 seconds to execute a strat in the round, there's so many possibilities for counter-terrorists to be pushed up somewhere to completely throw a wrench in your plans. And they're doing it one more time here. Arya just goes for the 50-50 battle against Shazam's op, and he loses it. So it's going to be a very early 4-on-5 situation for affNity.
And not to mention the fact that that B hit last round came, and like you said, 35 or 30 seconds, and Hades had a smoke still. So he was able to drop that down, and look at him. He's pushing all the way through the B halls right now, so he's gathering all that information as they try to muscle their way up through the A bomb site. Shazam is in front of the smoke. He's going to be able to find a second one. That's Fox down. Shazam looking for a third. Abe goes into one. Shazam gets his third, and now it's going to be all on Jason R, who finds a second one. And now it's down to Hades and Stanislaw. Now stuck in Sandwich, and look at this. Stanislaw has got a bird's eye view on this one. He's going to go ahead and drop a flashbang out. Stanislaw going to spray away. Does a little bit of damage to him, but still holds him back. That nade around the corner finds a good amount of damage as well, and Jason R wins the battle, so now it's down to Hades in a 1v1. Jason R still stuck here in Sandwich, and Hades is going to put himself into a position to win. Who's going to be able to win this battle? Jason R putting a little bit of distance between them. 37 HP for Jason. He's just waiting for the peak to come out, and he gets the shot! A 1v3, a quad to shut it out, and that is affNity winning their first match of the season, 16-9. Wow, what a clutch.
Yeah, that round could have gone either way. That was a very nice clutch by Jason R. Obviously, hit some good shots on it, but here's two mistakes. One that each team make. affNity actually missed another smoke over towards jungle. It went too